Right guys, hello and welcome to part 2 of the German Grand Prix career mode for you guys. Welcome to the race, and I've just looked at the stream for the last one and you guys absolutely smashed the like goal twice. It's ridiculous. So thank you guys so much for that. I really do appreciate you guys coming out and slapping a like on that. Now this one is going to be a challenge for you guys if you can do it. We are going to attempt to smash 150 likes on this one. We tried doing this before, but I think you guys can do it. I know you guys can smash the goal of 150 likes. It is, you know, going to be pretty tricky, but I know you can do it. Because we smashed that one quite comfortably. And seeing the viewers as well is ridiculous as well. 170 people came out for that. Looking on my stats, so I just love the chat right now. I don't know what's going on in chat with all these. That's ridiculous. What's going on in chat? I'm reading the bants right now. I'm just gonna finish off this bit of food that I've got, and then we'll start. So, actually, that is the point. Give me 1 sec, guys, because I've got an idea that I've just come up with. Just give me 1 second. I'm putting up a poll. That's ridiculous. So you may hear my voice twice here. Maybe just give me 1 second. Right. I think it is that. I'm not sure. Right, if you refresh your streams right now, guys, I've put a poll up and it is regarding tonight, if I have time. So I'm going to quickly get back to the control room and then we're going to start off this career mode because I'm overwhelmed right now with the support right now. It's ridiculous what I'm seeing right now. Actually, you know what? I can leave it there. There we go. That's better. There we go. Slant, yeah, it's like a slant. Ugh. I need to work this out. I'm just trying to stop my laptop from falling over. I know Alex Afro's streaming as well. He's doing some weird F1 2005 stuff that I used to do in my classic F1 series that I did, which is quite nice. But yeah, in the description, guys, if not in the description, why am I saying that? In the top right hand of the screen, if you refresh your stream, there is a link regarding what I'm going to do tonight. It is between doing a very special race with the subs that I haven't done in quite a while, but I'm going to probably start this up and do it weekly on there. I was going to plan on doing this tomorrow, but instead it'll be between that and another career mode episode at Spa, which I will probably be doing with Monza tomorrow if it gets picked. So either way, you're going to get these 2 videos tonight or tomorrow, and whoever wins the vote, whoever has the most amount of votes in this stream will be tonight's one, and then the other one will be in tomorrow's stream with Monza on there. So you could have 2 classic career modes in a day, and we could do like a classic theme episode a day for that one, or we'll just do the race with the subs on there. So I put my vote in already, so we'll see how that goes. But it is a Christmas edition of the Live with the Subs, and I would need to know if anyone has the PC version of this game to make it work, if that makes any sense. So I'll leave you guys up to that, but we're going to start off this episode now. So sit back, guys, enjoy, and make sure to slap a like on this, as we are going to be doing... as the 2 streamers go head to head. You're right, Gunnar, good to see you, mate. On there. But yeah, so in the top right hand, you can vote for what you want me to do tonight. Ryan saving his computer from committing suicide. Race subscribe on PC. Nick, I expect you to be playing it as well, because you've got a new PC now, and I know you're home, so... on there. So anyway, you can still vote for it, and it will close at the end of the stream. So you've got all afternoon, well, not afternoon, but you know what I mean, for that one. I've got to make a fancy thumbnail as well for that. If it is the race with the subs, then that'll be quite cool on there. But remember, guys, we're going to try and go for 150 likes in this stream, guys. So if we can smash that, then you guys are absolutely insane for doing that on there. And also as well, make sure to slap a like on it as well and subscribe. And actually, speaking of which, if Gullis has my permission, I am going to probably try this. I'm going to probably do a lap down challenge, and I'm going to probably stream it as well live. So I'm actually, Gullis, I'm going to have a chat with you, mate, in the DMs if that's okay with you at the end of this stream, if that's okay. Because we could probably work something out here, because me and Gullis are, I have said in my New Year's video that I'm going to be releasing, I'm going to give you a teaser to do more collaborations with people. And Gullis is probably one of the nicest guys that I know in the community who's up and coming now, and he's already on like 2,500 subs or something. So I would like to, you know, smash it with him in terms of a video with him throughout the season. So we'll wait and see. But without any further ado, we'll have you guys can relax now. You can talk to the moderators, and without further ado, let's begin this round of career mode. It is the race, so let's begin. What thief? I love it. Nah, bro, it's fine. Right, okay. Without further ado, guys, let's start this off. Then it is the race for the German Grand Prix. Let's go on with it. Here we go. Hello everybody and welcome to episode number 86 of our F1 2016 live career mode, being streamed right now on YouTube for season 3, and we are in Red Bull, as you can see, at the German Grand Prix at probably one of the nicest tracks of them all, Hockenheim, with its classic track which you guys remember going through the forest and coming back into the stadium section as well. We are here for round 12 of our career mode in season 3. And I just want to quickly say, guys, apologies for the Hungary stream at the end there. OBS crashed on me, but I couldn't change anything because the game that I have is full screen and I only have one monitor here. So I couldn't really do anything about it, so it had to end, unfortunately. But we did get P4 in that one, with Sainz winning the race. Max Verstappen was second and Bottas was third, with me in fourth there. And I'm not really bothered about who was fifth on there. Going into this one, Mercedes are the big upgraders this week. Taking 3 upgrades, I think it was in the chassis, the downforce, and the engine power. So they're now ahead of Renault now and up to 5th in the development race. We're still in 2nd, but quite far away from Toro Rosso. And in at the end of this stream, guys, we will be upgrading level 3 on the fuel efficiency and then focus on level 4, which I'm going to be asking you guys in the next episode, which is going to be at Spa, for which upgrade we will focus on next on there. So in the standings quickly, we're 20 points behind now, having a bit of a slump in this middle part of the season, which you guys know is not me, but we're just in a bit of a bad moment at this point. But hopefully we can improve that at this one, as we got pole position in this one, and it was probably one of the most interesting qualifying sessions I've ever done this season. So you get to see the times, as it was pretty close, I've got to say, as well. And for this video, guys, let's try and smash a target of 150 likes live on air. We've smashed it in the qualifying one by an absolute mile, so hopefully we can do that. If we get anywhere close, I will be happy as well. But before we go out on track, we obviously got Emma, who is going to give us our expectations of the race, so let's hear what she has to say, and then we'll go racing.
Hey, how are you? I have some information on the race goals you should keep in mind.
So in this one, we've got to finish 3rd or higher, so basically the podium, beat our teammate Max Verstappen, who's our rival still, and stay 4th in the championship, which we are always doing anyway, because we're 2nd in the championship by quite some margin. But it is now time, guys, for the race, and in the top right-hand corner of your screen, if you're seeing it live, and obviously if you're not, when this goes processed, you can vote right now for what we're going to be doing later tonight, if I have time. It is going to be either the next episode of Career Mode, which is going to be at Spa, or we're going to be doing a very special Christmas edition of my Race with the Subs, which I haven't done in quite a while, and I would like to bring it back on a full-time basis, so something a bit different and a little bit sidestep from the Career Mode. So it's up to you guys, and we'll find out what that is at the end of the video of this stream. I'll find out which one you guys prefer, and I'll set up at around about 8 o'clock, half 8 for UK time. So I'll let you guys know on Twitter which one won on there. So please make sure to follow me on Twitter of what happens. But without further ado, let's go on to the track. It is the German Grand Prix. It is live on YouTube. Can we get our championship back into contention? Let's go. It's the German Grand Prix. Let's do this, guys.
There's nowhere at all I'd rather be today than here at Hockenheim for the German Grand Prix. We have an incredibly competitive field this year, which means we should be in for a treat. And judging by the sea of people filling the grandstands, there's a fair-sized chunk of Germany that agrees with me. We're racing in the Rhine Valley this weekend at the home of many of the sport's finest competitors. The 2.8-mile Hockenheim ring requires precision through the technical stadium section and great raw speed down the long, flat-out curve towards the popular overtaking zone of the Turn 6 hairpin. Watch out for a lot of wheel-to-wheel action there today. I'm joined again today by none other than Anthony Davidson. Tell me, Ant, obviously there's a lot of development work that goes on with these cars between the races. You've been both a test driver and a race driver. What differences are there in the way you approach those roles?
Interesting question, Crofty. They're two very different mindsets. I mean, when I tested for BAR, we had full in-season testing where, per driver, you'd cover up to 15,000 kilometres per season. And in that role, it was more about working for the team, trying to help them improve the car and drive as systematically as you could, so that that data could be analysed in the most consistent way. When you're lining up on the grid for a race, however, your frame of mind's all about what you can get out of the situation on that day, and the car's the tool to help you achieve what you want. You still want to focus on setup, of course, but it's more about the here and now, getting yourself as far up the field as possible, and less about development work for the future.
You've done well to put it on pole, but we've still got work to do. Trying to cover the inside line off the start.
So before the off, let's remind ourselves of yesterday's qualifying session with a look at the starting grid. It's Red Bull in pole position then, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Sainz, Kvyat, Sebastian Vettel, and Raikkonen, Alonso, Button, Rosberg, and Felipe Massa, Magnussen, Palmer, Romain Grosjean, and Gutierrez, Bottas, Perez, Lewis Hamilton, and Rio Haryanto, Wehrlein, and Ericsson, Felipe Nasser, and Nico Hülkenberg completes the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
So here we go, lads. It is race time. It is the German Grand Prix live on YouTube right now, and it's quite funny, the grid. It's me, it's the Red Bulls, then the Toro Rossos, then the Ferraris, covers the top six. It is a two-stop strategy, but I am going to be changing that, as I feel we're going to go on a bit of a cheeky strategy here, I feel. We have got the mandatory tyre of the softs here today, so I'm just going to try and work this out if I can. So I want to start on the medium tyre, but I don't think that's going to work. You know what, we're just going to stick with that. I'm just going to stick with that strategy, if I'm honest. I'm not really bothered how we do on this one. It is overcast at the minute, but it is going to get brighter as we go along. Can't do a one-stop, unfortunately, but we'll see how this goes. I may even go on the mediums in the middle stint and go on the softs at the end, which obviously is the mandatory tyres I just mentioned, so we're going to stick with that. Obviously, no formation up in this one. We're going to jump straight into the race, but Baby Groot's the best. I know you got us. But here's the setup, guys, anyway, for this race. You can pause the video if you want, if you're watching this off stream. But if you're watching it now, make sure to record it or take a picture or write it down if you want to use this setup. I use it in my online races, my league racing, my career mode, obviously, and my single player practicing for this one as well on there. So if you want to use it, feel free. It's entirely up to you if you want to, but it's very nice for me on there. But without further ado, we're going to head on now for that. And let me know, guys, as well, do you think the cameraman right on the right-hand side looks like Pastor Maldonado in a way? He does a bit, but I just want to know if you guys, what you guys think in the chat. But anyway, here we go. Sainz on the softs, interestingly, but here we go. It's the German Grand Prix, round 12 of career mode, season 3. We are racing, and it's a good start for my teammate, actually. And it's a crack of a start from Max Verstappen, actually, and he takes the lead going into turn 1. Had no option there, but he goes very wide on the curb, and we've already got a yellow flag out as we go round the outside of our teammate and take back our lead of this race. But Sainz goes down the inside of our teammate, but Verstappen backs out. Oh, doesn't actually, I'll take that back. He gets through, back up to second place, but it's a drag race now between a Ferrari-powered Toro Rosso and me. Look at the speed Sainz has got, but we're helping our teammate here try and hold on to second place, and Sainz actually goes for a dive bomb in the hairpin. Haven't seen that from the AI, and Sainz brilliantly takes the lead of the race. I've got to give him kudos to that. That is a cracker of a move, and he's gone very too deep into the corner, and we will take back the lead. But we've now got Toro Rosso now in second and third on the soft tyre. This is not what I needed right now. We're now in a Toro Rosso sandwich right now as Verstappen, which actually will help me in the Drivers' Championship if it stays as it is. will crawl back some points on our teammate, but I think about 12 points, which will be very nicely, well, nice really. I don't know why I said nicely in that sentence, because it doesn't make any sense, but it's a good start from us though. Some good battling. Science has to be probably the best drive so far, I've got to say. Very surprised that Science made the move at the hairpin, and it actually worked for him, but we've now got to pull away from Science and just get a gap, because obviously he will be quicker at some point in the race as he goes onto the super softs. I think he would go on that tyre when it comes to the second round of pits, the first round of pit stops, I think, or he will go on the mediums. I'm not really entirely sure, but we'll see how we get on. So go into the hairpin section, and we'll get on the power straight away. So it's been a pretty good start, I have to say. Starting to build a gap. Verstappen's still in 4th place, trying to get past Kvyat. But the Toro Rosso's in a very good position right now. I'm not going to lie to you guys. They are in a very nice position, starting on that tyre, that soft compound tyre. But Sainz is the one that's going to be going quickly. He's only half a second behind. So maybe these tyres aren't really working for us in this middle, at this start of the race with the overcast conditions. Possibly. So not what I really wanted at the minute, but we run a little bit wide at the last corner. And we'll see what the gap is right now, as we will set the fastest lap of the race. Trying to make the turn 1 there, a bit wide, but the gap is now over a second, which is going to be nice. Which will mean we won't get any DRS from Carlos Sainz from behind, which is what I definitely want, because that Toro Rosso, as we know from the first 2 seasons, has been upgraded massively in terms of the upgrade. But remember guys, if you're watching this, make sure to slap a like on it. We're going for 150 likes or more in this stream. If we smash that, then you are absolute legends, all of you watching this right now. And also subscribe if you're liking what you're seeing and want to see more daily content of the career mode on this channel, leading up to Christmas as well on there. But I just want to quickly mention as well, there will be no videos from the 25th to the 27th, as I want to spend a few days away with my loved ones and my family and stuff, and family and friends, and my girlfriend obviously, which I know a lot of you will understand. But I will try and get at least one video up before the 28th, when career mode will make its presence back for, I think it's Singapore, I believe I'm going to plan on there. So we have got the virtual safety car actually. As, oh, the Lord's out. Lord Haryanto is out. I ain't going to pit, so there's no point pitting. It's too early to pit off the super softs, but we're going to go in lean actually. But this should help us a little bit in terms of pace. But as always guys, let me know in the chat as well of any new subscribers, so you can just let me know in a hashtag, so I can obviously keep in touch with you and whoever. And I may stick with this time frame as well for the career mode as the main event really of my, if that makes any sense. But prime time basically of 3 till 5 o'clock will be the career mode episodes. But we've got a nice gap then of 2 seconds to Carlos Sainz when the virtual safety car came out, so we did pretty well with that. So here we go. Let's go. Let's go racing. It's a bit of a tip for you guys. I don't know why they've got that in this game with the virtual safety car. You can't, obviously in real life, you can't go until it goes green, but in this game you can get away with it. So it's a bit of a tip there to anyone, but I really don't recommend it because it's not real life. So I would like to see Codemasters put that in a patch, but I haven't seen a patch in a while, have we guys? And especially this tyre wear glitch that's been going around that I've seen from Sirigu, which I will tweet out actually, because he's done another video today, and it's really important that you guys know about this glitch. If you start on a quicker tyre like I am now, your tyre wear throughout the whole race is going to be a lot worse than if you start on the harder tyre. And if you start on the harder tyre, you basically can get away with doing one less stop, if that makes any sense. So that's not what you want to hear, but it's just the real life. As in the league races, you may have seen people starting on, like going out in qualifying on intermediates, which is a bit bizarre, but what can I say? So we are running out of fuel, so we're going to have to go back to standard, and I think we should be fine on standard actually. But we have got the nice gap then. I think Verstappen's trying to get past Sainz. Actually, Sainz has passed by his teammate Kvyat. So there's a bit of a switch there from the Toro Rossos, and look how close they are. The three of them, second, third and fourth, but everyone else is just going backwards. They just can't keep up with this Red Bull quadrant here. And it's actually quite surprising to see that, especially Mercedes as well. Like, you know, they're the fastest team in the field, and they're going backwards, so it's a shame to see that, but hopefully they should be close next season. Ferrari slowly catching back up again. McLaren as well, looking pretty strong as well. So we're going to come into the final corner, but we have got that lead thanks to the two Toro Rossos on the soft tyre, but obviously they will be quicker than us at some point in this race when we go on the slower tyres. But look at our tyre wear, it's not too bad, so we can maybe extend this stint out a little bit and maybe go on the soft tyre and do 2 soft runs possibly, but I doubt it, if I'm honest. But we'll probably go on the mediums next and see how we get on with that. I'm trying to read some of your comments in the chat while I'm on the straights, but it's proving to be difficult because you guys are absolutely spamming the chat with some F1 talk, which is fantastic. But remember guys, in the top right hand corner you can vote for what you're going to be wanting me to do later tonight, if I have time of course. I am going to try and get some time in for you guys if I can, so fingers crossed. It is between the next career mode episode, which is at Spa or Monza, I can't really tell which one it is in the calendar, but I believe it's Spa, or a very special race with the subs stream where I'm going to be racing against you guys if you want. It's a Christmas themed one, so I'm going to be wearing Christmas jumpers and Christmas hats and everything, and I'm going to have face cam on as well. So you guys get to see my face and just have a bit of a chill and not take career mode seriously. And have some fun with you guys, with randomers, and also you guys as well if you want to join as well. I'm going to try and get a bit of a Discord up as well, potentially down the line, so I can talk to you guys who are in the session and get some special guests in, maybe. But I've got some big plans lined up for 2017 in terms of streaming, so I'm looking forward to announcing that very soon. But I can't actually see the votes at the minute, so obviously because you have to close the stream down and then open it up back again on my phone to see who's the votes at the minute. But apparently you guys want to see me do race with the subs, which will be quite nice to spend on a Thursday night, so that's quite nice. And also guys, it is my mum's birthday today, so I want everyone to wish her a happy birthday. I know she doesn't watch these YouTube videos, but I'm going to probably show her later. So it was her birthday today, so it's nice to see that. So I want to win this for my mum today, so we'll see if we can do it for her, but a podium will be nice. So what's the gap? I don't know what the gap was actually, but they're not far off actually, the people on the soft runners, as 52% of the tyres is not that bad, so we're going to stay out. I'm going to try and go to lap 9 if I can to my target. So it's not bad on a nice brand spanking set of super softs. Will Verstappen pit? No, he stays out. So the gap's now 3.2 seconds, so we've got that nice buffer that we've got, so that's definitely what we need to see. Thank you guys for the chat. Actually, we might pit this lap actually, because I'm starting to lock up already. So we'll pit this lap. I hope Verstappen doesn't pit. That's going to be a bit embarrassing. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to screenshot it and show it to my mum for support. So thank you very much, guys. As Verstappen actually now passes Sainz and moves up to P3, so Verstappen's on the move right now. And where is Sainz in all of this actually? He's not there. I can't see him, but he is on the map, so it's quite concerning at the minute that is the case. We're going to lean just for this last part of the lap just to save the tyre wears a little bit and try and get a bit of control. So 2.3 seconds is the gap, and about 3 seconds to my teammate, so we could do the double stack here, but wouldn't really work. But we are going to go on the medium tyres this next stint, get them out of the way now. So in we go. A bit of a split strategy with our teammates. So in we go. Verstappen continues on his merry ways. And in we go. And it's a very slow stop here from the boys. Not what I want. 2.7. Bit disappointed, lads. You want me going to my Christmas party? But we're going to come out in 6th place, which isn't too bad, actually.
One stop left.
I'm quite happy with that. As we've got Jensen Button now behind us on the softs. Obviously, I know he hasn't made a pit stop yet, but we have got the softs ready for us for the next pit stop. So at the minute, if you guys are just joining us and didn't see Hungary, we had a bit of an issue with OBS, and it meant that you guys missed the last 2 and a bit laps, which is a bit annoying from my point of view, so I apologise on behalf of myself that happened. But we finished 4th, and the gap now is 20 points to our teammate Max Verstappen. A bit loose there. So if there's a safety car, I will be coming back in the pits again and going onto the soft tyre. It's because as there is Max, he's going to be diving in right now from the lead of the race. And now, Sainz and Kvyat are going to be my little guinea pigs here, because they're going to help me find out when is best to pit and go onto their tyres and go to the end of the race on them. So the question is, are we going to get out of Verstappen's the key here? Is he's on the softs as well? And we are comfortably having, but we ran a bit wide going into the DRS sign actually, which is not what I wanted to do, so I was a bit distracted there. Trying to make sure I'm ahead of Verstappen, which we are indeed, which is good. We've got a bit of battling going on up ahead though, between the 2 Ferraris, I think that is. I'm not sure, between Raikkonen and Vettel, but I could be wrong. Actually, I think it is. I can just see a glimpse of, I know Raikkonen's ahead of me, and it is actually, so. The 2 Ferraris going head to toe here for the final podium position. Button's ahead of Verstappen, so hopefully Button's going to hold up my teammate, which would be quite nice, of course, but we'll see. Run a little bit wide than normal. Hit the apex there nicely. Very nicely through the stadium section there, as we're going to catch it to both Ferraris. And one of the Toro Rossos is in the pits right now, so lap 10 for the soft tyre, which is quite interesting, actually. So maybe the free stop could work for us, actually. So we'll wait and see if that is the case. Or it's true, but the question is, are we going to get head out of Sainz? And we are actually. So the undercut has worked for us, and it actually has worked for Max Verstappen as well, who jumps one of them. So I can't tell who's leading this race, if it's Sainz or Kvyat, but we're about to find out anyway, very shortly. But it puts us up to P4. Rest in peace, DRS sign. Yep. So we've got Vettel and Raikkonen now. Raikkonen's ahead of his teammate, which would be quite nice, but Verstappen has got past Button, which is a bit disappointing, but Verstappen will be quicker than us, and if he does get close to us, we will let him go. Obviously, he will be on the slower tyre than us at the end of the race, so I'm not really fussed if he does get past at this point in time. Swing a little bit wide. We've got a yellow flag out, so I don't know what's happened here. Max Verstappen's out of the race, guys. Max Verstappen has got an engine blowout, which will mean if we win this race, we will lead the championship again. But massive scenes right now in this one. Vettel comes into the pits to react to that retirement, but Max Verstappen is out of the German Grand Prix and will spice the championship even more right now. And I think Sainz went into the pit, so we will take the lead of the race provisionally once Raikkonen pits from his soft tyres there. But massive scenes right now is Max is out of this race, which is going to help us massively, but a bit of a shame that, for any Verstappen fans in the chat, that is not what you wanted to see right there, so apologies guys. So that's massive. The championship leader is out, and as it stays as it is, the gap will be 2 points, but we're going to be ahead of Raikkonen when he pits, and that will be down. Oh, Sainz actually is on a second set of softs. Very interesting call that from Toro Rosso, so maybe Sainz is going for a possible free stop, or he's going for the same strategy as us, but we're doing a bit differently. He's doing maybe 2 softs and and a super soft maybe, or 2 softs and a medium to the end of the race, which is quite a surprise. But there is Max Verstappen's car gone now, as Raikkonen will pit, which will elevate us back to the lead of the race, and will mean if it stays as it is, we will lead the championship by 5 points going into Spa next race. So that's going to be quite nice. But Kvyat, Sainz and Kvyat could be the surprise here in this one, as Kvyat is Sainz is right in my trumpets now. As you can see him there in the right-hand mirror.
Max has dropped out the race.
And look at the run that Sainz has got. This is going to be an absolute annihilation here from Sainz. As here he pops out now, he's going to try and pass him. We're going to try and squeeze him if we can, but the straight line speed of that Toro Rosso is ridiculous. We're going to try and go around the outside of him, coming out of the hairpin, and we've got very good traction. It's now a drag race now between me and Sainz going up towards the Mercedes grandstand. We've got a lift through here, and we're roughly still side by side, but we're going to try and make a move down the inside on our teammate, squeezing him out there, but we got it done there just about, and we hold on to the lead of the race. But
His engine has failed.
someone's engine's failed. I think Kvyat's Verstappen's engine failed on him, which is the reason for his retirement, which I think we already knew. But it was a good battle that between me and Sainz, but it just brings his teammate Kvyat even closer. So we could have Kvyat winning this race, which would be quite a shock to see. Obviously, Toro Rosso winning last out in I can't remember what track it was actually. I can't remember. Hungary actually. I said actually twice in a sentence again. Don't know why I said that. So on to lap 14 then of 34. As I've got 2 Toro Rossos on my back. Oh, lost the back end there. Gonna have to defend once again from Sainz and Kvyat. They're gonna work together here and try and pass me, but our straight line speed, our low downforce is actually helping us here just a little bit. I'm going to hold the inside off very nicely on Sainz and Kvyat, so they have to be surely going on the mediums in their next stop. Surely, if they're going to make a 2-stop work here. Or maybe go on the super softs. That'll be quite a surprise if they do that and do 2 super soft stints at the end and do the 3-stop. It's a short pit lane as well, so it could work for them possibly, but we'll wait and see. As we've got the sun now coming through as we run a little bit wide in the stadium section. Just got to keep an eye on Sainz and Kvyat behind. Just got to hold them up here. With them behind me, they're going to burn their tyres up even more with the dirty air, so this is actually helping them. We run a little bit wide though, out of the final, in the final couple of corners, and Kvyat's still with Sainz, but
Pretty much burned off our excess fuel. We'll be back on target soon.
just trying to make turn 1 cleanly. They have got the DRS, remember, on this out of turn 1. So we run a tad bit wide as well. Got to get the power down. Short shift up to 5th and 6th, but here comes Kvyat and Sainz again. Round 4 or 3, wherever it is. We're going to just hold the inside of the curb. Just try and squeeze out Sainz again, but he's got the move done completely round the outside. Just had nowhere to go. And now we're in the middle of a sandwich now of Toro Rosso, so it's going to be quite fun. This is, but remember they're on the faster tyre, so they will have to go on to the mediums or do their super soft runs or whatever. I don't know what they're going to do, but I will be surprised if they go on the super softs in this one and not use the mediums, but we'll wait and see. But Sainz has got through and moves up into the lead of the race. Nothing to do there. Magnussen's out.
They've got a serious car issue. It looks like they're retiring.
So he is out of the race now.
Caution, caution. The virtual safety
Oh, virtual safety car's out. So this actually could work in my favour here.
Delta.
So I'm going to pit now and go on the softs. Just to get these out of the way under virtual safety car conditions.
Drop your speed. Our delta is too low and we risk a penalty.
So this could work for us here. Pitting now. That's a very good call, that. So in we go. Hopefully this will work.
Exit now.
So we're going to now switch to a 3-stop strategy. We're going to probably pit on lap 28 and go on to a set of the super softs to the end of the race, potentially. So this could work in our favour here. So we need to just slow it down a little bit, otherwise we'll get a penalty, so I'm just going to do it right now. There we go. But that has worked out very nicely for us, and it is now green.
Positive delta.
So I'm just going to take it now. Oh god, Fizzy's here. What's Fizzy doing in here? Oh well. Good to see you, Fizzy. Not seen you in a while in my streams. Good to see you, mate. That was a very good time and place, that virtual safety car popping out there, so basically we've made a free pit stop here, and I think we'll be on the same strategy as the two Toro Rossos if they're going on to another stop. So we've got to really push now and catch up to both of them again, and then, excuse me, hopefully this strategy works for us. But we're coming up to half distance, running a little bit wide than I would have liked in that final couple of corners, but got the exit right, I guess. So that's definitely what we want. So 2 virtual safety cars have popped out already.
Kvyat should be pitting within the next 3 laps. We predict Kvyat in within 3 laps.
So that basically means that they're going to be on the mediums if they're coming in 3 laps time. Yes, I am handling the pressure, Fizzy, very nicely.
5.3 seconds.
But Fizzy, by the way, my internet is perfectly fine now. I've got no ping now, so I'll probably want to update my connection status and all that malarkey. I'll send you a PM and show you my OP internet now on there. But AOR Fizzy, you need to subscribe to him if you haven't already. He's a legend, and he was obviously my teammate before. He just drifted off already. We just drifted off the co-op just because of timings and stuff, and me having the hardware device error on my graphics card, my old one. So obviously that was the case. And no, not really. Co-op's just hard to do with the AI on multiplayer. It just doesn't work. As a lot of people, you may have seen other people not be doing any career modes on co-op a lot, which is a shame, but multiplayer with AI just doesn't work for us, so rip ping. Now the French Baguette's got issues, so there could be another retirement here at some point. Short shifting again. And we're actually matching in the first sector, the fastest first sector. Ah, the first one, yep. Yes, I am from the UK, yes. I'm from the Midlands, the East Midlands to be precise. As well, guys, if you just joined us, I can announce now that in January I'm going to the Autosport International. I know a lot of you know this already, but I'm going to be hopefully having an interview with Claire Williams, who's going to be at the event. Obviously, you guys know who Claire Williams is, part of the Williams team. So I'm going to try and do a Q&A with her if I can. So I'm going to hopefully get all that sorted. But I am actually I'm actually there for a publisher that I work with in terms of the race weekends in the F1. But I'm going to try and get some questions from you guys if I can. So if I can get that all confirmed, I will release the video and ask you guys to put your questions in for Claire. And if there's anyone F1 related, then I'll probably do another video as well. Lando Norris, I may have an interview with him as well, which will be quite nice to have. Obviously, you guys know who he is in Formula Renault and now part of the McLaren program. Obviously winning the award at the Autosport Awards a few weeks ago. So I can't confirm anything at the minute, but there is a possible interview possibly with Claire Williams and Lando Norris would be quite nice for the channel. So we'll see how that pans out. Nice, not a love for Claire Williams in the chat. I've just seen. Yes, and I don't have to pronounce that Andrinja. I can't pronounce it. But yes, all my career mode races and qualifying are live, are streamed live. So you just got to be just sure that you're available for the times that I put up. It's either going to be 3 till 5 PM for qualifying in the race, or 8 till 10 for the evening session. So it's either going to be 2 slots, the afternoon or evening session. If you guys smash the target goals, we do both in a day, which we're doing tonight, possibly. So really the two Toro Rossos doing a good job here maintaining their pace on the softs, which is quite concerning for me, but we're slowly catching up to Kvyat right now. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get this working for this strategy. Just did not like the mediums. I could have got on the softs again, but at least we've got the Managed tyre now on and get them out of the way. But Raikkonen's up to P4 then. Obviously, I think Alonso pitted, so we'll see how that pans out. I'm going to have to go up to Rich in a minute. Nice love of dislikes. That's nice. But 120 of you have liked it, which is insane. So thank you very much, guys. For that, only 30 likes away from that magical 150, which is my target. So thank you very much for that, chaps. For the love in the chat. And nearly over 250 people watching this is insane. So much love as well to anyone watching this live. As we've got Kvyat in the pits now, so 10 laps on them, on their tyres. So Kvyat is the first to brake. Question is, what tyre is he going on? I suspect the mediums, but we'll see what he goes on. He does indeed go on the mediums, so I think Kvyat's going to the end of the race on those tyres. So now purple in the first sector. 6 seconds is the gap then to Carlos Sainz, who's just coming around the hairpin now. A lot of work to do now. Let's put tyre wear quickly, 33%, not too bad. So we can get to lap 26 is my target, then I'll be quite happy to absolutely floor it on the super softs, as I may go on that tyre next time by. But we'll wait and see how the rate of tyre wear degradation goes on these. Well, the gap's nearly down to 6 seconds now exactly. Going a little bit wide in the stadium section. Just a short shift as well out of the final corner, as Sainz is indeed in the pits. So we will move up to the lead of the race as he does indeed go on to the set of the medium tyres. So hopefully they can get those tyres to the end of the race. Only 14 likes away now, guys. I've just updated it, so it's insane that we're there. Almost at that magical target, which is ridiculous. So thank you very much, guys, for the love and support on the series. It's just insane. You guys are absolutely loving this live career mode concept that I started back in 2014 in the career mode on that F1 2014 game, which you guys smashed every single race, as Grosjean's back up to speed again. So the French baguette's back on his merry ways. So now we've got to absolutely go for it now. Start to push now on these tyres. We run a little bit wide at the last corner, which isn't going to help me. A little bit wide out of turn 1. Palmer going to Manor. That's not happening, is it? I think I've read that wrong, but I just saw the words Palmer and Manor in the same sentence. Oh my god, we've hit 150 likes. You guys are absolute legends right now. Absolute legends. Maybe I should go on the softs, I don't know. I do not know. But we need to go back to standard now. We'll wait and see what happens. The plot can twist at any point in this one. As you saw with the virtual safety car, we switched complete strategies. As we come into the last 2 corners, there's Sainz then. He entered the stadium section. Pace is looking pretty good at the minute, I have to say. I'm happy with my pace. As long as I can keep it at 10 seconds, I'm quite happy with this pace. Kvyat's 14 seconds, so we need to get an extra 2 seconds on him to try and jump him in the pit lanes, but it will be tricky. A little bit of oversteer. The gap is still 10.6, and the gap is, what, 15 seconds, I think, so we're nearly there with that, but we're going to come up to traffic, unfortunately, of the Sauber, which, wink wink, is a possible team next season, for a specific reason, if you don't know. Some of the chat will know what I'm on about. It's a bit of a cheeky... Oh, Jeff's on me now. What's Jeff saying? No, it's telling me to pit this lap anyway, so I think we're going to pit this lap. Screwed the super softs, we're going to go on a fresh set of softs again. So we could potentially jump Kvyat here. Possibly we're going to box this lap. We're going to not go on the super softs because that's just a risky strategy. And we come in a little bit wide on the gravel. So we're coming for the final time. To feel like Fizzy's comment. To be fair to Ryan, he's much better at me than me at driving while talking. Wouldn't say that, Fizzy. Here's Kvyat actually coming out the pit lane, so look how close we are to him. So this could be a pass on Kvyat coming up right now. Getting quite a bit of time on him. So here we go. Get onto Rich Mix. Hopefully there should be a pass here, but here we go. Look at the straight line speed we've got. Look at the DRS. Down the inside we go. I can get that nice and done there, and we do indeed. Up to second place we go. So we've got 10 laps now to absolutely push and pass Carlos Sainz for the win. Or will his teammates spoil my party attempts here? We'll have to have a look and see. Bit of a tank snapper there. Here comes Kvyat, sorry. Still got to get the softs up to temperature first before we can make a pounce. This is a sector they've been pretty strong at, and the arrow has completely gone, which is very nice to see, which means we are quicker than Kvyat, and we now hunt down his teammate for the win of this race. Which has been pretty close, actually, I've got to say, pace-wise. And we just did a poor exit out of one, so Kvyat's going to come back at us. Get that sort of nailed nicely. Bit of oversteer on exit, clipping the curb, but 5.5 seconds is the gap. Kvyat's just over a second right now. As we come into the hairpin again, short shift, and we're back on the power again. Now we're starting to pull away from Kvyat. Now we have to turn our attention now to his teammate Sainz for the last 9 laps. So this is going to be pretty close. And also we're going to look at the votes as well. Remember to vote for what you want me to do later. If I have the time, it'll be either the career mode at Spa or the race with the subs, Christmas edition. So I would love to see what you guys think. If I don't have the time, those two will be on tomorrow, and then Spa is going to be Monza's going to be after Christmas, unfortunately, unless I do it not live streaming, if that makes any sense. So now we've got out of that area. He's still with me actually. 1.7, 5.1 now is the gap. We've got to take some risks now on Rich Mix. Short shift, just coming out the corner, just to help us with traction, and we're now hopefully getting away from Kvyat because he's been matching me a bit on pace. So we get that sort of nailed there in the Mercedes grandstand. Just short shifting up to save a bit of tyre wear as well. The gap's 4.9, so we have gained a bit of time on him. 2 tenths on Kvyat as well, behind. But I just want to quickly say, guys, massive thank you on the support on the video for qualifying and in this one. You guys have smashed the like goals on both of them, and we're not even finished yet. It's just ridiculous. So thank you very much for that. Very nice line through 1. As we're now catching up to Kvyat, not Kvyat, Sainz, who replaced us at Toro Rosso this season, as we took his seat in the first 2 seasons, and then obviously we replaced it. He replaced me, coming back into the team. As we get back on the power very nicely there. So a lot of pressure on me now. We've only got 6 laps to go in this race, and we're starting to run out of fuel again, so we're going to go back into standard for just a tad, as the gap's now down to 3.9, as I think the softs are coming to life now. Just running a tad bit wide, but we're fine. Oversteer. 3.9 is now 3.7, so we're still catching him. About 4 tenths on lap is not enough, I think. But luckily for us, Sainz is now in that traffic of the Saubers that we were going to encounter before we pitted, so this could work in my favour. Well, it might not work in our favour, but currently the votes as it stands is, apparently from what you guys are saying in chat, is that the career mode is winning at the minute. So it could be, it's pretty close in the votes, I've got to say. So thanks to everyone that's voted. And no, Erwin, this is PC. So, but the final decision will be on my side of the votes, which I will reveal on Twitter. So, which should be quite nice. And it's going to be about an hour and a half, an hour stream to an hour and quarter stream. So it's going to be just fun little 3-lappers. Not going to be long, but it's nice to have you guys come out and have some fun. As Sainz got past one of the Saubers, which I think it's Felipe Nasr. From the small glance of the name, it's quite short, but the gap now is down to 2.2 seconds. Just make that turn 1. Don't want to ride, but we've got 5 laps to go in this one. And it is indeed Felipe Nasr, just a bit of oversteer out of turn 2. Yes, Jeff, I know. Ryan Twitter more. Driver of the day, obviously, has got to be Max Verstappen, obviously, even though he's retired from the race. Go on, Nasr, get out of the way, please. Thank you very much. Use Rich just to get the time back if we can. On him. Kvyat I don't have to worry about now because he's too far back to fight with, but Sainz is on a charge. Could he be like me and absolutely smash it in these last few races and become a championship contender? Is going to be quite interesting. But if you just joined us, the big moment of the race has to be Max Verstappen's retirement with an engine failure, which I wish we could have, if I'm honest, but I don't think the game will allow us to do that. I remember having it, I think it was in 2012, I think it was, or 2013, the engine failure in qualifying, which was kind of funny to have. How's our tyres looking anyway? Oh my god, 45% on the soft tyre, so this is going to be quite an interesting last few laps. So the gap's 2.3. It's a bit of a lock-up then. So now we're just going to absolutely attack, get right up to Sainz, and then the DRS, just save fuel in lean. But I'm pretty sure Sainz is in the same boat as me in terms of tyre wear. Because he's been on those tyres since I think like lap 22, I think it is. Lap 21. So now it's 2.1. Bit of a lock up on the front left, but we nail that corner. We've been quick in this last sector, so we should be able to catch him. As he's got another Sauber on him, Marcus Ericsson, the next man, which could help us a little bit. I know I'm in the yellow bar for fuel, but let's see what the gap is now. From 2.1, it's now 1.8, so we are hunting him down now. With only 3 laps to go of this race. Hopefully this Sauber is going to be very nice here. And, oh, he's going to get DRS as well, which is going to be annoying. It's 1.6, but the straight line speed's going to help him here. So we'll have to just go into standard for a little bit here. Hopefully Ericsson is actually doing me a favour here, running him wide at the hairpin. So thank you, Marcus Ericsson. Which is all I needed to see. So you can just see him now on the map. See if he lost any time there. Let's have a look at the times. 1.7, he's actually gone quicker. But obviously that may help with the DRS that he got on Marcus. But now we're at the back of him. Hopefully he's going to let me through here. I hope. And he's not. Marcus Ericsson is not letting me through. Blue flag, blue flag. Get out of my way. I think that's probably cost us the win here. Marcus Bottle Ericsson has cost me a win here, possibly with 2 laps to go. But just nowhere to go in that last sector, just nowhere to go. Got to think about fuel as well, but still got time though. Hopefully this Haas will help me a little bit. Could be the French baguette actually. A little bit of a lock up. But I think Sainz could be winning back-to-back races here. Oh, it's a shame if that is the case, but the blue flags didn't really help me there. Marcus Ericsson did not help me in that last sector, I tell you. A little bit wide. Still not going to give up though. We've got some more traffic ahead of us, which could help us. But we'll wait and see as we're going to go on to the final lap then of this German Grand Prix. We've had everything in this race, apart from rain, of course. But let's see what the gap is now. It's 2.2, and it's still 2.2 on the last lap. We've just made it out of the fuel as well. But I think it's too little too late now. But we've got a hopefully that's Grosjean, I hope. Nah, ran too wide. I think that's definitely killed our chances of winning now.
This is your final lap of the race.
And I'm running out of fuel, so I've got to shift down actually. So I may have to just concede it here. And just back off, because there's no way I'm going to catch him up now. Look at the tyre wear, 70%. This brings me back to Silverstone moments here. So I've just got to, for the sake of getting a podium finish, I've got to back it off here. And Sainz is actually having a bit of issues there with the Haas of Gutierrez, but Sainz is going to come home and win the German Grand Prix, his second win in a row. We're going to come home in second place, but it closes the championship up even more on there as my game froze for a little bit there. But P2, just the Ericsson thing didn't really work for us there, so we closed the championship, which is the more important thing.
Brilliant stuff from Toro Rosso today. What a superb victory. Anthony, what do you think made the difference here?
Well, the safety car completely changed the race, didn't it? It's hard to say exactly what would have happened without it, but there's no question that they came out of that situation in a good position.
Well, this is it. This is where they all want to be. Here come the top 3 then. out onto the podium after a fascinating Grand Prix.
So what can I say? That was a interesting race. It was a crack of a race, I've got to say. But the Red Bull's covering the top three there, which is very nice. Sainz deserved the win. His pace looked pretty strong at the end. And it just was a blue sour. Cost us a chance of winning it, really. But 70% though. Tyre wear, that's mad. Mental on the last lap there. But oh well.
So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. It wasn't the best weekend for our championship leader, and their advantage at the top has been reduced. And now I'd like to ask you, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Well, I have to give it to Lewis Hamilton. You know, it was just the kind of drive you'd expect from a multiple world champion.
On to the constructors then. Red Bull have extended their lead over the championship. There was also a strong showing from the McLaren team today as they make their way up the standings. That's it for today's Grand Prix, and from Ant and I, it's goodbye and see you again next time.
So here's the results then for the German Grand Prix. Sainz wins it by only 2 seconds from myself, which I've got to say on 70% tyres is not bad after the mistake we made there. On there, Kvyat's in third, with Alonso fourth, a strong showing for McLaren here. As you've heard from Crofty, Sebastian Vettel in P5, Button 6th. Hamilton from 17th deserves driver of the day for this one, with 7th with Rosberg, his teammate, in 8th. Raikkonen, the surprise, down there in 9th place from 6th, with Massa getting the last points paying position with Bottas, and the French baguette himself, Romain Grosjean, completes the top 12. And here are the confirmed retirees of Magnussen, the big one of Max Verstappen, and Rio Haryanto, the Lord and Saviour, is out of this one as well, which is a shame. But we did get pole on the fastest lap, which Schumacher's mentioned in the chat, so thank you very much for reminding me on there. But that means for the Drivers' Championship, the gap is now down to 2 points between me and my teammate Max Verstappen. Vettel now on 143 points, 50 points back. But don't count Carlos Sainz out now of this championship. 2 wins in a row, puts him only 63 points and only 13 points behind Vettel for third place. It's going to be very tasty on there. Raikkonen P5 with Alonso only 10 points behind him. Kvyat's now ahead of Hamilton up to 7th, but the only change is Rosberg is up ahead of Massa as well. But for the Constructors' Championship, it's 156 points now between myself and Ferrari. We gained 6 points on them today. Toro Rosso impressively as well, they've gone pretty well, and now only 25 points behind Ferrari, so it could be the same as last season, but alternate positions as well. So we're not in the lead of the championship, but 2 points is better than where we were before, so it's a shame about that. But second place will do. It's a good performance there. Max Verstappen retiring will help me in the championship as well. But I'm going to end it there now, guys. But I want to say a massive thank you to everyone for slapping a like on the stream. We're so close to 150 likes, I believe, from you guys. 200 likes, sorry. We're now at 181 likes, which is ridiculous. And the 6 people are trolling me in the video, so I don't really care about the trolls. But nearly 300 people watching this as well is absolutely ridiculous. But this is going to be nice to see. We're going to absolutely smash this in the rivalry. 15th place 5 to my teammate, which is nice. And this will be nice. We're going to be back in the purple, which is definitely what I wanted to do. And we're back to being the #1 driver in the team. So that's fantastic for you guys as well. But I'm going to end it there now, guys. Thank you very much for watching this. And I'll let you know what the result is of the vote on Twitter. So please make sure to go over to Twitter in the next 5 minutes, and I'll tweet out what happens. But we've got a voicemail from Emma, so I'm going to quickly play that right now and see what she says.
Hi, Emma here. I had a sit down with the executives today to talk about your progress. Long story short, they're happy. Keep it up.
So very nice there. Accidentally played it on the my actual backwards recording of that stream, but I want to say, guys, thank you very much for coming out, and it looks like in the votes it's pretty close, so I'm going to give it a few minutes and then I'm going to call it on there. So thank you guys for watching this. I really do appreciate you guys coming out, and I will hopefully see you later tonight if I have time. Obviously it is my mum's birthday, so we're probably going to be going out for a meal or something. And my nan's coming down as well for Christmas, which is fantastic as well. The whole family's coming, which is really nice to do on there. But if not, then obviously tomorrow we'll be back for the career mode at Spa. Or it could be the live with the subs. But either way, there will be a career mode video tomorrow with one of the 2 videos. And hopefully a race tonight as well. Or it could be the race with subs as well. But thank you very much, guys, for coming out. I really do appreciate it. Much love and appreciate it. But make sure to slap a like and subscribe if you are new around here and want to see more content of this career mode going through to the end of Season 3. I would love to see it. But until next time, guys, have a fantastic day whatever you're doing. And I shall see you later tonight. Fingers crossed for another video. If not, it'll be tomorrow. confirmed anyway. But until then, have a great afternoon, guys, evening, morning, wherever you are in the world, and I shall see you very soon for another video. Until then, have a good day, guys, and see you soon. Take care.